Oh, what's happening, Nation? It's Joku. Want to start taking a look at the Saints game tonight, get your guys' feelings about it. Wanted to put my thoughts out there and just kind of take an opening look at it to just see if we can go out there, because Gruden and Mayock and even Carr today, they keep calling this game like a measuring stick to see how good we actually are, which is kind of driving me nuts. It sounds like they don't have the confidence to go out there and win this game, but Carr said we were going to go out there and just do our best to compete. So I don't know. I still really think we can pull this thing off. So I want to jump into it, get your guys' feelings about it. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. It really does help me out. But we're not going to waste too much time. We're going to jump into this real quick. I want to start talking about the Saints and the Bucs game that happened this past weekend. Drew Brees did not look totally awesome that game. What was he? He was 18 for 30 for 160 yards, but he ended up having 2 touchdowns. And then Latavius Murray, who I truly wish was still a Raider. Could you imagine if we had Murray and Jacobs in that backfield right now? That would be insane, dude. I would love every second of that. But he was their leading rusher last week. He ended up having 15 carries for 48 yards. Kamara only had 12 carries, and he only got 16 yards. But he got a touchdown off of it. And then Taysom Hill, who's going to be a huge part of this game, is going to drive us insane. I promise you that. So we have to keep a real close eye on him. But he ended up having 3 carries for 13. Jared Cook, another ex-Raider, was their leading receiver. He ended up having 5 catches for 80. Kamara was in the passing game for 5 catches and 51 yards. And then Hill was out there. He had 1 catch for 14 yards. So, I mean, he's doing everything out there. He even had a pass that ended up going for 38 yards in that game. So he played every damn offensive position out there except offensive line and tight end pretty much. And he's going to be something that we have to deal with this entire game. And it's going to be a matchup nightmare for us out there. So, I don't know, man. I just want to hear you guys' thoughts about it. This defense, or the Saints defense, ended up looking awesome. They had 3 sacks that game. They had 2 picks, one of which was a pick 6 for a touchdown. And this defense has not given up a 100-yard rusher in 45 straight games. And I'm really thinking Josh Jacobs can break that spell. I promise you I'm thinking he's going to break that spell out there. But that's a big deal, man. That's a huge deal. They ended up holding Brady down to 239 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. And then their leading rusher had 17 carries for 65 yards. So, I don't know, man. They exploited them a little bit. They were able to get their outside wide receivers going. They were able to get their slot wide receiver going and their tight end. It's going to be a tough game for us. This team is stacked on every single level on both sides of the ball. They're going to end up making a big push for this thing. A lot of people have come out at me and been like, dude, Drew Brees is not the player that he used to be. And I was like, dude, you cannot count out Drew Brees. He almost matched Carr's numbers even a little bit better last season. He was missing for 4 or 5 games with a broken thumb. So do not sleep on Drew Brees. He is not done. He is going after the title this year, and he wants it bad. So, I don't know, man. We're going to jump into it all. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to start up at the top here. Raider Drew, what's going on, man? I was listening to Mr. Super Chat and lost interest. I was wondering if you heard anything about us dabbing in the free agency. I'm interested in Eric Reed and Nigel Bradham. What do you think? I really like Bradham. I really do. He ended up playing for Philly. I think that was the last spot he was at. He's a damn good linebacker. I wouldn't mind bringing him in. It would take him a few weeks to adjust to the system out there. Eric Reed's another one. I'm really curious to see what we do at this safety position. I have a gut feeling that you're going to end up seeing Joyner move into that free safety spot if it keeps going bad out there. But I really think we're going to keep riding with what we have right now, just for the sole fact that our defensive line, for as much as I love them and I've talked them up tremendously, they played like complete trash last week. It is what it is. We got 0 pressure. We got 0 sacks out there. The few times we did get pressure out there, it just wasn't enough. And then they were able to just run with the quarterback right up the gut on us. So it kind of sucked to see. We need to do way, way better. It'll take a lot of pressure off our secondary out there. Nicholas, what's happening, man? I'm glad you can make it out. Mike, what's going on? I knew Booker would make the team, but he performed better than I thought he would. Week 2 will be a huge, and it'll tell us a lot about this team. It will, man. And like they said, it's a good measuring stick to see where we're at. I really don't see it as a measuring stick. I think we can compete with this team. We have to bring our A game. We do have some injuries out there that are going to set us back. I still think we can pull this off. I think there's going to be a lot of hype behind us. It's Monday night. We're in our new stadium. Everybody's going to be watching this damn game. I do not want to see us go out there and get embarrassed. That would blow my mind. That would kill the morale of this team. But I'll tell you right now, the Saints are looking at exploiting our secondary this game. So we did end up bringing back Lawson, and then we cut Levitt. I did call that. I'm not going to lie. I called that a few days ago. I thought that was going to be the move. We are riding with 7 corners right now, but I really think it's because you're going to see us running a ton of nickel and possibly even a little bit of dime this game, just kind of hang back and be able to keep up with the guys that they have. This team has so many damn weapons. It's unreal out there. 805, what's going on, dude? I'd rather grab Reed over Thomas. I think we need to find or trade for a tackle. Trent Brown has been a disappointment. He's great when he's not. Dude, they said his injury, it came out a couple days, or it came out yesterday, that his injury was pretty minor out there. Hopefully he's ready to go. We still need Trent Brown. It would be huge if he was ready to go for this game. You're going to tell a lot about Trent Brown and his attitude as far as if he plays on Sunday or on Monday night. Because from everything I read, he should be able to play Monday night. But the way Josh Jacobs was talking, it's looking like it's going to end up being good out there, starting at that right tackle position, which will put Cam Jordan directly in front of him. That's a huge matchup and a huge mismatch. And they were talking about how they were going to help him. Sam Young was back out on the practice field today, so hopefully he's kind of ready to go. I would honestly rather see him play depth behind Good, just because Good did play so well and he's played so well for us in the past, and just kind of see what he has. And if it's not working, then bring Sam Young in there. I do not want to see Brandon Parker go out there and be our starting tackle in this game. A lot of people, even myself, I was thinking, well, man, we're down to no tackles. Who's next? It's Brandon Parker. And I think they probably sat down with Derek Carr and everybody, and they're like, well, we could put Good in there, or we could put Brandon Parker in there. And I guarantee you Carr was like, no, let's go ahead and stick Good in there. I'll be way better off. But maybe we'll see. Maybe Parker will come in there if we do have some injuries and end up making a big difference for us. He has been progressing, but I'm not counting on that by any means. Good was good, but I don't see him as our solution. Who do we go after? I was looking at the tackles on the free agent list out there. There is not too much out there. It would probably have to be a trade that we ended up going after out there. I don't know if we're going to end up doing anything. I want to see if Good can end up filling that role with Sam Young, or Sam Young filling it with Good behind him, and then still having Brandon Parker there. It's only week 1, so I don't see him making any drastic moves out there, but Trent Brown needs to turn this around and fix this offensive line, because it's driving me insane right now. Kenneth, what's good, player? All you guys, hit that like. I appreciate you, man. I just want a true alpha male safety back there. Earl or Eric, our D-line did not apply nearly enough pressure, and it hurt. Kenneth, that demolished our secondary. That sucked to see. There's no other way to put it. We did not get the pressure that we needed. We did not run any true blitz packages or anything out there during this game. And I get it. This was kind of like a warm-up game and our practice game, and I'm really glad we went out there and got the win, but we need to get way more pressure on the quarterback, especially against Drew Brees. His tackles are awesome, but the interior of that line, as far as the guards go, we can do a little bit of work there. It's going to come down to Malik Collins. It's going to come down to Hurst and Hankins just being able to get that pressure. I think you'll see Farrell move to the inside a little bit and have Nazib take that outside spot just to see if we can get the speed on the inside and get that fast rush. But if we don't do something and we don't start, I'm going to say, like, sending the linebackers, but I don't know if we're going to end up having Kwiatkowski this game, which totally sucks, man, because I told you guys this defense looked incredibly sloppy without him on the field. But they're talking about McMillan and Morrow filling that spot out there, and that's why I think we're going to be mostly playing nickel this game. And then it comes down to Joyner versus Cook, and I just see a repeat of last year. And that, dude, I'm like seeing red when I start thinking about that. I do not want that to happen out there. Raider Flack, what's going on? Anyone else notice that every time Carolina took the lead Sunday, we marched down the field and took the lead back? I thought that was pretty awesome. Going to need to do that Monday night. We are, but that was like a big thing to me where it was awesome. I mean, I understand what you're saying. It was completely awesome. But at the same time, it really kind of pissed me off because it showed you that Gruden was changing his offense depending on what the score was out there, man, and it was killing us, like truly, truly killing us. If he would have kept his foot on the gas and just kept running down the field and just kept putting up points, we never would have been in that situation where we had to come back in that game. Our offense was clicking that game, and we could have kept running that same exact offense and just stacking points out there. It would have helped out with the defense. It would have kept us on the field longer, and it would have, I don't know, I really think that game would have been different if we would have done that. But like you're saying, dude, if this does get into a shootout, we have to be able to march that field, and especially at home, and put points on the board, especially against the Saints, man. We have to. Yeah, the D-line was disappointing, truly, dude. We did good on runs, but not enough pressure at all. No, we held McCaffrey for under 100 yards, like barely under, but we kept him under 100 yards rushing out there. So that was really, really big. And our run defense did look pretty solid. We have Abrams on one side at safety. I have no issues with him. We played great. Maybe it's time to give Heath some more reps. Costas, I will give you that, man. I would love to see Heath get more involved into this. maybe that's something you will see moving forward, that Heath will end up getting a few more reps if Harris does end up going out there and getting burned. Because I'll tell you right now, the Saints they ran the Wildcat 3 times in that game. And they ended up putting Taysom Hill in as the quarterback and then spreading him outside and then direct snapping to Kamara out there. Kamara apparently can throw a pretty tight spiral, so it would not surprise me in the least if we saw them in a Wildcat. Kamara took the snap, Eric Harris bid on it, and then Kamara threw the ball to Taysom Hill just streaking down the sidelines. Man, that one's going to drive me insane, dude. D-line needs to step up, or we need to start blitzing some, whatever it takes to get the opposing QB uncomfortable. Yeah, we don't blitz enough. No, dude, we have to start blitzing more. We have to bring in some kind of packages. A lot of the times we're counting on our front four to get in there and get that pressure. I have no doubts that our front four can get that pressure. I have talked these dudes up so many times out there. But Malik Collins did not play up to par. I'm not even going to lie about that. I've talked him up so many times on this. I think he knows he ended up playing a bad game out there. He had a few good stops in the run game, but as far as the passing game is concerned, we did not get that pressure. Hankins, you can't count on to end up getting pressure. We brought him in there, and he was starting that game just because of McCaffrey out there, and we had to be able to stop that run game. That is what it is. But even when Mo Hurst came in there, he was the only one that ended up getting us one of those sacks out there. So hopefully we start him again because we're going to need to get that pressure, but we have to keep a pretty damn good rotation out there. Maybe Marinelli will straighten up our D-line this week. We can only hope. Yeah, I'm shocked nobody's throwing Marinelli under the bus yet. We should have never got rid of Buckner. He had this defense completely jacked up out of their minds. We brought in Marinelli, and now our D-line sucks. I do not see that happening. It was week 1. I think Marinelli is going to fix this. I think you're going to see a ton of pressure on Breeze. It could end up being the big difference maker in this game, especially if we can get that interior pressure. Steelers D looks nasty because they blitz so much. Hopefully we held back to bring the heat this week. Surprise attack. I'm hoping you're right, dude, because we're going to need something to surprise these dudes and take them off their mark out there. I'm pretty sure if Abram blitzes, QBs will be uncomfortable. Yes, they will. They will be incredibly uncomfortable, but you will leave Eric Harris sitting back there on an island by himself, and if Abram does not get there, it's going to be tough for Harris to cover that entire back end, especially with the receivers that they're bringing out there in this game. Or more accurately, QB will be dead, yes. If Abrams did get in there, that would be a very long day for that quarterback. New Orleans has a really good D on all 3 levels. On offense, it'll be the O-line who dominates. How we do, less of concern, but it's still a concern with the D. As New Orleans does have some weapons out there. I mean, between Cook, who's been playing damn good for them, they got Kamara still, they got Taysom Hill. Thomas is not playing in this game, but they still have Emmanuel Sanders out there. And my brother has assured me that their kick returner, that Dante kid, is going to end up getting at least 1 kick return for a touchdown this game. I'm going to end up having him on the show probably Friday or Saturday night. So you guys get ready to have your questions because I'm going to keep the format the same. And I just want you guys to unload on him because I've been hearing about it all week. About how he's going to go out, or the Saints are going to go out there and just dominate the Raiders in their home opener out there. Ali, what's going on, man? Yes, sir. Go Raiders. Go Raiders. Sentence, what's going on? I'm glad you could make it out, man. Really happy with Abrams, Jacobs, and Carr. The whole O-line played great. I'll tell you, dude, good coming in there and filling in that spot on our right tackle position. The rest of our offensive line playing well. They really did look damn good. And I will tell you right now, this offensive line is dramatically better than what the Saints saw against the Bucs out there. I'm not saying we're going to be able to stop them. I'm not saying we're going to be able to stop Cam Jordan especially. But I think if we put some tight end help over there, if we run little chips over there, Carr has a quick enough release to where he can go out there and still be able to run this offense. So I'm not too worried about it, but I'm hoping you're right about that. Jacobs is going to have to play a decent game. I want to see him really be more involved, and he's been talking about it, in the passing game, especially this game, because they're going to limit our run game. I'm telling you that right now. Costas, O-line is going to have a more severe test this week. Have we heard anything about Young? Young, I think Sennett was saying that he was out there and he saw him out on the practice squad or practice field today. Hopefully he can run. I don't know if he's going to be the starter out there, but hopefully we have him as depth, because if we don't, it's going to be good with Brandon Parker behind him. And for as much as I like good, that still scares the crap out of me right now. I can't wait to see dude, Mitchell, what's going on, dude? I cannot wait to see this stadium. I cannot wait to see us hit the field in this stadium. That's what I'm saying. I'm really hoping the hype of us just being on our field, being in our stadium. I know there's not fans out there, but I think that's going to push us a long way, and I'm super excited about that. I saw Young on the practice and photos today. Sweet. So hopefully he can get out there and play, dude. I would love to see Young start in this game. He is a veteran tackle who can go out there, and he might not be able to shut Cam Jordan down, but he'll be able to slow him down a little bit. And if he can't, then we have good that can come in there and do a little bit of work. But I'm still telling you, Brandon Parker is going to end up dressing this game. I promise you that. Let's see more passing to Edwards and passing to Ruggs on the 3rd and 4th. I really think we didn't pass to Ruggs in the 3rd and 4th out there just because he was a little bit banged up and we didn't want to see him get hurt more. I wanted to see him be ready to go for this game, and he is because of that. I understand Gruden came out there and was like, Edwards was huge in the blocking game and the things that he did that don't show up on the stat sheet, and he was. And I truly appreciate that out of him, but I do want to see him get more involved in this passing game. When he did get the ball, it looked like something great could happen at any moment out there. Getting Young back will help the O-line. Yes, tremendously, dude. Who's excited about our new tight end, Janus? Dude, I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. He's going to be riding that practice squad for a while. As long as we don't have any injuries, it is what it is. I haven't seen much on our injuries. We need to win our first home game. Do the stadium just... Dude, that's what I'm saying, 805. We have to go out there and win this game, dude. We have to. And that would put us at 2-0. We've got a long road ahead of us going forward before our bye week out there. I really think we could end up taking this one. But the thing is, Breeze is going to be pissed. Breeze played a bad game. It is what it is. He's going to come out there and he's going to want to start slinging the ball. And he's slinging the ball against a rookie corner, a pretty much rookie safety, Eric Harris, and a second-year corner. He's missing his number one weapon in that passing game. But the way that these guys run this offense, they won't be missed, dude. It will not be missed. Our team has to step up. Our young kids need to step up. This is either going to be really, really good or really, really bad. There's going to be no in-between on this game. I promise you that. Alternative is Parker, and I don't want to go. Dude, I don't either, but you're going to see it, dude. Dalen Levitt waved. Yeah, dude, I told you, man. As soon as Lawson came back, that was my call that Levitt was going to get moved on from. It happened, so it is what it is. I kind of like Levitt, but I don't know, man. I knew he was going to end up being cut, especially when I saw one of our linebackers go down, because it was going to force us into that nickel. I really think you're even going to see a little bit of dime out there. And really, with the dime packages we have, bringing Lawson in there and bringing Isaiah Johnson in there, I want to see how it ends up looking. But I don't know, man. Playing the Saints is not a game where you go out there and try new things. You want to stick with what's really working out there. You're going to end up getting spanked. I was so happy to see us score in every quarter. Dude, me too. Fleck, me too. Especially in the third, dude. Levitt waved because, yes, that is it. Foster didn't get much. No, he didn't, dude. And that drove me insane because I really think we're missing out on something with Foster out there. I'm really hoping they were just kind of holding him back to see what would happen this game. Even that little pass that we threw to Witten where he was 2 or 3 yards short of the end zone, I would have rather that been Foster. I don't know. Maybe there's still something going on with him. Maybe he's not fully 100% yet. I did not see him hit the field very much at all. I don't even know if he did hit the field that game, to be completely honest with you. That's something I'd need to look into. Re-aggravated. Yeah. He was doing a lot of blocking. TJ, what's going on, dude? I'm glad you can make it out, dude. Foster is sneaky. He catches. Yeah, I'm saying, dude, I love him. I truly love Foster. I really think he's going to end up being a huge difference maker for this team. Maybe we were saving him for this game, and I will take that all damn day. You gotta love DC, dude. His auto City grew to Tiger Woods is absolutely hilarious. Can't help but to love them. They're having so much fun, and it's great entertainment. Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. That is one thing I can tell different about this team, is they are having way more fun than they have had in the past out there. And it's really because all these guys are really getting along out there. It's not like here's a group of guys, and we're all coming together as a team. These guys all really seem like they're coming together just as one big unit. That's what wins championships, dude. It has me so damn excited. Brandon, what's going on, man? I'm glad you can make it out. Andrew, what's going on? We got a chance with Thomas out, man. We do. That's a huge loss for them, like a huge loss. But I'm not going to be like, all right, now that Thomas is out, we're going to win this game, because that is not the case out there. Drew Brees knows how to spread this ball around tremendously. He hit 7 different wide receivers. Plus they have, Murray's a damn power running back out there. Kamara, that Wildcat they run, and then Taysom Hill being their X factor is insane, dude. Chase, what's up, dude? Oh, Doc, what's going on, man? It's been a second since you made it out. I'm glad you're back out. Raider Nation wants to come to Vegas, but our governor is going to make it very difficult. Open the bars. I don't know, man. I'm in Atlanta. The bars and everything are pretty much open. Restaurants are pretty much back open. They have us kind of limited as far as like keeping people socially distanced, but everything's back open and running. I'm telling you right now, there's no reason why they can't. There is no reason why they can't if they do it right and they follow the guidelines that we're running out there. So I agree with you, man. Running Bear, what's going on, man? Glad you made it out. Nick, what's happening? I really wouldn't mind seeing a Meek transition to the free safety, but I know he'll be a good nickel in the future. I'll give you that, dude. I really think we're going to have to do something at that spot. I want to see how Harris does. I'm telling you, that defensive line not getting any pressure at all really kind of set our secondary up to look like crap out there. If we can end up getting some pressure this game, I think it'll be a lot different. I think you'll see what Gruden and everybody's been talking about as far as Harris and the secondary is concerned out there. But I'm telling you right now, Drew Brees is a hell of a lot quarterback, or a hell of a lot better quarterback than Teddy out there. And Teddy exploited these guys on a couple plays. Drew Brees will be able to do it on a consistent basis if we allow him to. So we have to watch out for that, man. Cade, what's happening, man? Do you think Nick and Trent will play? I've been seeing stuff about Trent wanting out of Las Vegas. I'm done with Trent. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I don't care if he plays or not. I really think that if Young's healthy and Good can play behind him, and then, God forbid, we have Brandon Parker out there, that is what it is. I'm done with him. If he wants out of Las Vegas, see ya. Deuces. We've had a good run. Actually, a bad run because you never play any football out there. This injury seemed kind of BS to me. I think he definitely could have came back that last game if he wanted to and just laying on the sideline, getting massaged up. I don't care if he's... I don't know, man. I'm done. I'm done with him completely. Nick, I think, is going to end up missing a game or two. I don't think you're going to end up seeing him hit that IR to where he's out for 3 weeks and we just kind of stash him away for a minute. But I don't think he's going to end up playing Monday. I'm truly hoping he does. If he can go out there and just kind of call these plays and just make a little bit of noise, I'd rather see him above Morrow or McMillan all damn day. But we just got to wait and see. Miss Chandler Ball, what's going on? What do you think about Mo Hurst getting the first sack for the... Dude, I'll take that. I'll take that all damn day. And they split it with... I did not like that. I did not like the fact they gave him a half sack and then gave Nassib the other half of it. He had his hand on that quarterback and he never let it go, and he ended up dragging him down to the ground. I'll take it, dude. I'll take one of our young kids getting the first sack. Don't forget to hit that Costas, man. I appreciate you. Who has a better game, Jared Cook or Darren Waller? I really think Darren Waller could end up having a better game today, or on Monday. Oh, man, where'd you guys go? Damn. All right. I think Waller's going to be one of the positions that we can't exploit out there. If we can get him matched up against their linebackers and their linebackers solely, which is going to be a tough mismatch, I think he'll end up having a pretty big day. Jared Cook, though, if he ends up, they're going to try to get him singled up against Joyner, or they're going to try to get him singled up against Morrow out there, because Littleton's going to end up having to watch Kamara the majority of this game, and he's going to end up having to watch Taysom Hill the majority of this game. So watch that matchup incredibly close, man. I don't understand why Mo Hurst wasn't playing all game, because we needed Hankins in there. Hankins is our big run stuffer out there, so we had to have him on that defensive line. I really think that's why he started this game. I really think Mo Hurst you're going to see more in this rotation, especially after last week. We need to get that added pressure. We have to have that added speed. I'm really hoping this defensive line looks drastically different, because if it goes out there and it plays like it did last week, Breeze is going to have a whole bunch of time, and he's going to shred our secondary. And I don't know. It sucks to say, but it is what it is. RJ, what's up, dude? This is going to be our coming out. The NFL will be put on notice. Jacobs is going to get over 100. If Jacobs gets over 100, we end up winning this game. That will put the league on notice. I promise you that. I promise you that right now, dude. I don't think Nick will. And as far as Trent goes, if it's true and he does not want to be a Raider, trade, yes, dude. That could be a trade that we could pull right now, and I would take that in a heartbeat. A lot of Raider fans going to Vegas this weekend. Samoan Raider and Raider Cody will be there too. Yeah, and No Graphic is heading out there, so that was pretty cool to see. I'd like to see. It'd be cool if all those guys came together and did a show where they were all sitting out by the stadium. I think that would be cool as hell. I would definitely check that out. Mo had 20 snaps. Would like to see a lot more than that. Yeah, me too. I will take that, dude. I'd like to see him get more than Hankins got, and I really think you'll slowly start seeing that as the season goes on. If Jacobs gets 100 yards, we win Monday. I guarantee you that. If Jacobs gets 100 yards, we definitely win on Monday. Sorry about that. A big old spider come running up, Bobby. If Jacobs or Oh, he and Collins should get the most snaps. That's what I'm thinking, dude. They had the most speed out there. They really kind of worked well together. They were kind of learning from each other, so I would take that all day. Oh, Napoleon, what's going on, man? I'm glad you can make it out. Rotate Hankins and Ross in when needed. That's what I would like to see. And I really think Ross out there, no, he's another one like Heath, dude. Like, I'm curious to see if he's going to end up getting more in this rotation and just kind of seeing what that looks like out there. Our D-line needs to step up, or it's going to, yes, dude, if they do not step up, Drew Brees will sit in that pocket and completely shred our secondary piece by piece as he goes along. I don't care if he has Thomas or not out there. We need to sign Thomas and make Harris a backup. I don't know. I'm telling you right now, I still think they're going to end up sitting on this thing, especially since we're carrying 7 corners right now because we have corners that can play safety out there. So I really think you're not going to see anything happen with it. I think we see a lot of the bells and whistles this week from Gruden's offense that we didn't see last year and pulled out all the stops to win. Dude, I would love that. Get that momentum rolling. That would be huge for us out there, Brandon. I would take that all damn day. I don't know if we're even going to be able to jump out to a lead in this game. I really think this game could end up being a pretty big shootout out there. Derek Carr truly loves Drew Brees, like idolizes him to another level, and I think that competitive edge of those two going back and forth, especially with the weapons that both these teams have out there, it could end up being a really damn exciting Monday night game. It could end up being pretty high scoring. And I'll tell you right now, if we went out there and we went toe-to-toe with the Saints and we matched them in scoring, and this game ended up being like 38-35 at the end of it, and the Saints won on a field goal, I would not be pissed at all. Like, at all. I would be extremely happy that we went out there and hung with them, because I'm telling you right now, the Saints are a team that's going to make it to the playoffs. They're going to end up going deep into the playoffs. And if we can prove that we can hang with them and possibly even beat this team, that will be such a difference maker for our young team coming up. It'll be, oh, dude, that would be great. Thomas wants to be a Cowboy. Let him go be a Cowboy. Did you hear about the 5 defensive plays the Raiders brought in the work? I did not hear about that, Anthony. I'll have to definitely check that out. I still feel like they should fear Carr. They should fear Carr. Said Trey, what's going on, dude? Carr is a damn good quarterback. Carr has his weapons. And I'll tell you right now, if Ruggs is healthy and Edwards is healthy, and we can get out there and really just start using our outside receivers and get those cornerbacks to just stay on the outside, maybe get one of their safeties just to shift a little bit, it'll open up the middle of the field like Carr was talking about earlier. It'll open up Renfro. It'll open up Jacobs to be able to take these little passes underneath. And the way that Booker was catching the ball last week, I will take that all damn day. And then you still have to be able to take your shots. So that is what it is out there. If JJ gets a touchdown and 100 yards, we likely will win. If our offense keeps playing like it did, we can win versus anyone, even if our defense keeps sucking. That I will not say. If our defense keeps up like it was, man, there's going to be teams, and you'll see it this game, because of our defense, which, I get it, dude. They didn't know what they were going to be up against. It was the first game out there. If we have to be able to get pressure, if we don't, teams like Breeze and teams like the Saints and teams like the Chiefs out there, they're going to end up slapping us right across the face. We have to be careful of that. But I really think our defense is only going to get better. I think our defensive line is truly going to be jacked up this game. I think they probably have been rode this entire week going up to this game of you have to do something, you let the team down. So I really think you're going to see a big, big turnaround in that. No, who did they bring in? Oh, I did not see. So you got to think, yes, Drew can scramble, but he's more... No, Drew's not really scrambling anywhere. He can, but Drew's the kind of guy who snaps the ball, takes 2 steps, and then just whips it, because that's how he does his timing routes, and that's how they do the timing routes in New Orleans. It ends up making big plays. But you saw it in that game against the Bucs. He ended up dropping back. He ended up getting a second or two. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Cook was streaking down the sideline completely by himself for a 45-yard gain because he just got lost. You cannot give Breeze time in that pocket, or he will eat you alive. Hope our D-line can get through, because I don't see Drew running out of the pocket a lot. But if we could stay, then he'll have trouble. After the last loss to Oakland, we need to win in Vegas. Dude, I'm telling you, man, we need that. Try that with KC. Isn't going to work. Defense has to stop. Yes, dude, they have to. Our defense has to be able to get out there. Our defense is going to end up carrying us through some victories this game, and it's going to be a game like this. But they're young. Honestly, our net scares the crap out of me this game. Like, truly, truly scares the crap out of me this game. Him, Harris, and Joyner, man. Those 3 right there are the 3 that we're going to have to watch. Because I'm telling you right now, those are going to be the 3 people that Drew's going out there trying to exploit. DBs and DNs. Is Nick K playing? I don't know yet. We're still waiting to hear. It doesn't look good for him right now. It's looking like he's possibly going to miss probably a week, maybe 2 weeks, but they're not going to end up missing the full 3. So hopefully we get him back sooner than later, man. Napoleon back to free safety. I'm sure you're talking about Joyner right there. Look, as a team, we can score on them. We can stop. We can stop New Orleans, but we can't slow them down without Thomas. With that said, the defense is going. Yes, that's it, dude. This game is pretty much ultimately, Johnny, what's going on? Come down to us either winning or losing is going to rest on our defense, because I really think we'll be able to score on them. We'll be able to go down the field. We'll be able to put some points on the board out there. But if we cannot get them off the field and keep them off the field and not get in one of those super conservative Gruden offenses out there that drives me insane, we'll have a decent shot at this thing, man. They had Arnett off the line a lot on Sunday. He loves pass coverage. Not sure why they didn't let him get the receive. That's what I'm saying, dude. And he loves press coverage. Like, that's his thing. Hopefully they let him do it this game, because if Thomas ends up being out, that'll put Mullen on Sanders, which will put Arnett, who is it, on their number 3 out there. We'll take a look at it in a second here. But I really think it'll be a good matchup for him out there. Either move Joyner back to free safety, or and put Isaiah Johnson or Robinson into the slot. I wouldn't mind seeing Joyner go to that free safety and then see Nixon take over that slot with Lawson backing him up. I'm really not too sure what we're going to do with Amik. I really don't even think we're going to see Amik except for on special teams until probably about week 7 or 8. I still think he's transitioning out there. But I'd take it, dude. At this point, I would take it just to kind of see how it looks. But I think the next move the Raiders will make, if Harris doesn't work out, I think you'll see Heath end up going back there. And I'll tell you right now, I'd love to see what Abram and Heath look like next to each other in that secondary. I would take that all damn day. Now that Lawson is back, what are the chances Joyner goes back to free safety? I don't know. It's all going to depend on him, dude. Oh, Mikey, what's up, dude? I'm glad you could make it out, man. Thank you for making it to the show. King, what's happening, dude? Bring Vontaze back. He was playing good before he got suspended. Yes, he was, and I completely agree with that. But I was watching Samoan Raiders video earlier. He was talking about Vontaze too, and it's pretty much, I'd love to see him come back. The NFL does have a target on him. If we can get him for a vet minimum with the money that we have right now, I would say go ahead and do it. He can go in there and call this defense. If nothing else, he can call this defense just as well as Kwiatkowski was doing for us out there. And even if it was only for a couple weeks, just to do it, to have somebody out there, I don't know. To me, it's worth taking that risk out there. Benz, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. Breeze is going to shred us to pieces. We are going to need to reciprocate. We are. I'm telling you. I don't know. I try to sugarcoat it a little bit just because I don't want to see it happening. If we do not get pressure on Drew Brees, there's not a person watching this video right now that does not understand the fact that Drew Brees will go out there and just tear through us, dude. It'll suck to see it. We'll all be sitting there just scratching our heads throughout this whole game. We have to get that pressure, and if we can't get that pressure, Carr needs to go out there and just start winging this ball, because it will be a shootout, and it'll come down to a last-minute play out there. But I'm telling you, against this defense is sick, dude. That defense is damn good that New Orleans has. If they end up slowing Carr down and that offense just ends up clicking, this could be a really ugly damn game for us, and I'd be so sad to see it, man. I think the Raiders will ever display a black helmet. I don't think so. I don't know if they would ever mess with that tradition. I've seen a few different images of some of the other ones out there. I honestly think they look incredibly cool, 951. I truly do. But I just don't think they would ever do it. Again, all depends on dude, that's what it is. That's what it's all about. Breeze was not impressive on Sunday. No, he wasn't. Like I said, what was he? He was 8 for 30 for 160, but I mean, he ended up having 2 touchdowns, and he spread the ball out a lot. So I don't know. I think he's more pissed about that. I saw something on ESPN that across the league, offenses were 65% run just for every team across the board out there. That is not the way the NFL is set up right now. You're going to see teams slowly start to get away from that and start airing these balls out again. And it's going to happen as early as next week. So it's going to be, Breeze is going to be one of those guys that do it. There were very few quarterbacks that came out there and just really aired it out. It was Matt Ryan came out there, Aaron Rodgers came out there, and Russell Wilson ended up coming out there, and they ended up airing it out. But those were really the only 3 that really put up the huge games that I saw out there as far as like numbers wise. I'm calling it 3 sacks Monday night. Breeze can't scramble. Jason, I would take that. It's going to take 3 sacks to get us like a chance of getting in and winning this game. I'm really hoping that we can exploit their interior offensive line. I think maybe Mad Max might be able to get in around the outside if we're really drawing a bunch of pressure up the middle. But in this particular game, if we do not get interior pressure, they'll be able to shut down our defensive ends, and it's going to take away our pass rush again, dude, and it's going to screw us. Mikey, it all starts in the trenches. Yes, it does, and that's where this whole game is going to take place. Breeze was never a great scrambler. He has slowed down. That is true. I mean, I'll give you that. But the way that they're set up right now, he really doesn't have to scramble, because if he sees a big blitz coming, he audibles, takes the snap, and then just airs that thing out, and everybody knows where they're supposed to be. It's just part of that team being together for so long, and they're damn good at it. We need to neutralize Jordan. If he gets going, Carr's going to have a long day, and that's... Yes, dude, and that's what I'm saying. And they do blitz a lot. You will see Alonzo coming up in the middle of that defense, coming straight through that line on us. So we're going to have to be able to pick up that blitz from the second half right there, or from their second level out there. But we have to be able to stop this defensive line, and this defensive line is damn good. I think you're going to see a lot of, I hate to say it because I said it last week, but you're going to have to either see Ingold play a bigger role in this game, to where he kind of shifts to that side to help kind of put an extra little hit on Cam out there, or you're going to end up seeing us put Waller on that side to kind of chip him before he goes on his route, or we're going to get into these big sets out there again. But I don't think we're going to be able to win this game if we get into those big sets. Put Isaiah on Cook. I would love to see that. I would love to see that matchup, just because he has the side and speed to keep up with them. But I just don't know if you'll see it, man. Plus, Carr is clutch if we need him to come back. That's what I'm saying, dude. Bring that Mamba attitude out there. We'll see how well Gruden and Gunther can do. Dude, they do have some game film out there, and they saw it. I'm telling you, man. They're going to be watching that Wildcat. I'm sure they're pumping it down their throats right now. Does Trent Brown play on Monday? If Trent Brown does not play on Monday, we need to put him on the trade block and get him off this team and unload that money to somebody else. I'm done with him, dude. I'm telling you, dude, I'm done with him. Johnny, what's going on, dude? CEH is better than Jacobs. I don't put anybody above Jacobs right now. That kid's playing out of his mind. Uncertain right now. Calf injury is not bad. That's what pisses me off. They came out and they said this injury is pretty minor out there, which tells me he probably could have played through it last game. And if he didn't want to chance it and thought maybe it could get worse, so be it. Now he has a chance to come out there and start this game against the Saints. Our first home game in a new stadium, in a new city, in a new state out there. If he takes this game off, I'm done with him. Like, completely done with him. Whenever our defense is tired, it's because we either don't get enough turnovers or we don't get the pressure. Yeah, and they keep us on the field the entire damn game. These guys end up getting run down. We lose that pressure. But, I mean, we looked pretty damn good last week. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take that same kind of showing out there, but our defense has to step up, dude. Brown won't play. He's soft. If he doesn't do, I'm done. CEH has played a lot more than one game to say he's better. David Trent Brown. We don't need you out there. That's what I'm saying, dude. Just handle your business. Whatever you got to do. If you want to be out of Vegas, get out of Vegas and just go. So that way we don't have to keep talking about you, keeping to see if you're going to show up, if you're going to keep playing these little injuries, and, I can't play this week because my calf hurts. And then we have other players going out there just playing through real injuries. Dude, suck it up and go, man. I'm done with it. Harris should be the backup. That's why... Oh, why is he even a kid? Dude, King, I'm right there with you, dude. Christian, man, what's going on? Trent is on his way out. Can't play while hurt. I really think you're right about that. I'm just hoping we can get some decent trade value for him, because other teams that are on the outside looking into this, they're saying the same things that we are right now, so nobody's going to want to cough up all that money for him. Joku, do you think Harris got out of position after Kwiatkowski left with it? Yes, I think our entire defense was out of position after Kwiatkowski left out there. Kwiatkowski was like... He's our main caller in the middle of that defense out there. He yells to the front, then he turns and yells to the back, and then everybody kind of feeds off of him. If you take Kwiatkowski out of that, and then all of a sudden you put Morrow in there, who granted knows the defense, but he does not have the vision that a guy like Kwiatkowski has out there, it sucks, dude. It sucks, and it hurt us. It hurt us bad, dude. OBJ to the Raiders. I won't believe that until I see it. Saints will win. To be honest, Ricardo, what's going on? They have a definite shot at winning this game. I'm not going to sit there and say that. There's ways that we can slow them down, and there's ways that we could end up pulling out this victory. We just have to play. We have to play the perfect game. We have to be able to prove that we can go out there and play a damn good game and hang with these playoff caliber, Super Bowl caliber teams out there. I really think our offense can stick with these guys. I really think. I know I understand how good their defense is, but I think we have the weapons out there to we can get the one-on-one matchups to keep moving the ball down the field. It's going to come down to our defense being able to slow them down, man. If our defense can slow them down and we can get some points on the board and we're at home, we got a shot at this, man. So I'm not going to write us off yet. Harris may show up and play a good game this week. You never know. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm really hoping that we can get the defense or the defensive line pressure out there, get Breeze kind of not really shaking, but just get him passing the ball quicker than he's used to, which is still damn fast. But hopefully it makes a difference, man. OBG. Oh, Carlos, man, when I saw that trended on Twitter, that blew my mind, dude. Calm down, nation. It was one game without any preseason. We still won. D-line will be fine. That's what I'm saying. I really think Marinelli's going to be just riding these guys, telling them, like, dude, you have to do something out there. I think you're going to see a dramatically different game out of our defensive line. I think it's going to make this entire defense look a hell of a lot better moving forward. Gardaloo, what's happening, dude? We should try Joyner at free safety and Robertson in the nickel. I would take that. I still think that even right now with the way everything's sitting, I still think you would see Lawson above Nixon going into that nickel spot. And honestly, I would take that, dude, because if you think about it, and if you had Joyner move to that free safety, then you had Lawson, it's looking pretty good. You still have Abram, you'd have Mullen and Arnett. It's a pretty good-looking secondary out there. I don't understand that Lawson's not like, oh, damn, dude, Lawson's back. We're going to end up being great now. But he's still kind of a veteran player. He knows what he needs to do out there. He played pretty damn good for us last year, so I'd be okay with it. The entire defense went away after, dude, the entire defense just, oh, dude, it was like when we lost Abram last season. That's honestly like my immediate thought. When we lost Abram, our defense like just totally looked different. We lost Bukowski. The whole defense looked different. Thankfully, Nick's not gone for the season. I was so happy to hear that. I heard about that too, Carl. Yeah. That was crazy, dude. Robertson or Isaiah Johnson in the slot corner. We'll see it, dude. I'm still thinking we all know it's going to end up being Joyner out there. And Joyner's going to have to hang with Cook. And then it's going to be a matter of if we see what we saw last season. Real time, what's going on, dude? I'm glad you could make it out. I think Brian Edwards is going to surprise a lot of people this Monday night. I would love that, because if Edwards came out there and just put himself on the field or made himself like one of the main targets out there, it would take a ton of pressure off of Ruggs, take a ton of pressure off of Jacobs. And I'll tell you right now, they're going to be double teaming Waller this entire game. So it's going to take other players like that stepping up, dude. One can only hope that Edwards sees, dude, we can only hope that. I'm not sure, Joku. We can't get any pressure on subpar O-line. Saints have a few elite linemen. I just don't see us getting a lot of pressure, especially from the edge. Brandon, that's what I was saying, dude. I was talking about that earlier. We have to be able to get through their guards. Their defensive tackles on both sides are honestly like number one caliber tackles out there. So unless we can get that interior pressure to where these guys have to start kind of pinching to the inside to make up for, or double teaming Malik Collins or double teaming Hurst coming through, it's going to be a long damn day for our ends out there. That's what I was saying. You might honestly even see Farrell move to that inside, with Nassib move to the outside, just to kind of get that added speed in there. But if it doesn't work and we don't get that pressure, yeah, we're screwed, dude. We're going to need someone to step up. If we're gonna, yes, dude, somebody big. It's going to have to happen. Jared Goff, I'm willing to guess that you are also DeMarcus Russell and Derek Carr, and I am just passing on this. Fidel, what's happening, dude? It's way too early for us to go off on them, man. They're going to be fine. No preseason games. That's what I'm saying, Fidel. Like, we all understand where they're coming from. But the Saints came out. The Saints are one of those teams that I kept talking about during the offseason. The team stayed together. They're not really skipping a beat out there. So they came in there that first game. The defense played lights out. The offense looked a little bit shaky, but they still ended up putting up a ton of points in that game. A lot of it came from their defense and just special teams, man. The field position battle that the Saints have out there, I think there was one drive where Tampa Bay did not start within inside their own 15 that entire game. That's the kind of stuff that'll kill you out there, man. Joku isn't on. Oh. Our young DBs against Sanders, who is attacking route running. Also, the double plays on Hill scares me. If we can't stop the run, what's your thought? Johnny, I'm telling you right now, Taysom Hill is going to be a huge factor in this game. Latavius Murray, I really think we'll be able to contain Latavius Murray. It's going to be them trying to get Kamara out of the backfield, either matched up against Morrow or matched up against McMillan, which will be a damn disaster, depending on which one of those two is on the field if Nick can't go. And then Cook against Joyner, because if they get into those setups, if we have McMillan covering Kamara out there, and then we have Joyner who's all of a sudden one-on-one up with Cook, that's going to be a long damn day for us, dude. A long day. What better time to break out the new plays for Bright? That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying, Mikey. Let this kid get more involved. Let Ruggs keep going out there and testing him, dude. I love seeing us go after Ruggs early in that game and trying to push the field. We missed him on one, we got him on another one, but it kind of backed the whole defense up for the rest of that game, and that's what you have to have, dude. And then as soon as Ruggs got hurt, what did they do? Edwards wasn't doing anything, so they stacked the box against us, and it drove me insane, dude. Raiders are better than the Bucks. The Bucks got a damn good D out there, but I'll give you that. Gunther needs to wake up. He doesn't deserve to have this job, and Breeze will make it painfully obvious. Gunther needs to do something drastically different than what he's done. Dude, 52, what's up, dude? I'll tell you, this could be one of those games where Gunther ends up getting shredded afterwards. Like, just truly shredded by Gruden in the front office. But maybe he can put it together, dude. I think he's got to get pressure, and he has to open up those damn blitz packages. It has to happen this week. He can't wait on it. You have to get some kind of weird, crazy, exotic pressure. And he used to do that. And he used to do that in Cincinnati all the time. He would have these crazy blitz packages where he'd have both the linebackers in the gaps. Then all of a sudden your strong safety would end up splitting through and blitzing, and everybody else would drop back. And it would be stuff like that. And he has not done it since he's been with us, and it drives me insane. I think what separates refs from the top-tier teams is the top teams know exactly who they are and what yes. In our case, our D-line isn't as great, and we still have faith in our four rush. I really troubleshoots what's happening, dude. I really think our defensive line could be great, but we're putting too much pressure on our front four to get in there and make all the pressure because we don't have anybody else coming in without them, dude. And that, if you can bring that extra blitzer, it makes everybody, because even if you bring that extra blitzer from one of the back levels out there, then all of a sudden one of the offensive linemen has to pick him up, or the running back, and then boom, you have a sack, and we just don't do it, and it drives me insane. I don't think we have issues with the cornerbacks, but they need the defensive line. Yes, dude, if we do not start getting pressure, we're screwed. Their O-line is good, and our D-line has yet to live up to the hype. It's only been one game, but we have to put pressure on Drew if we want to have a shot. Cade, 100%. Ardo, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. We got this. We're hyped, and we can actually win. In my personal opinion, I honestly think we're going to win this game. I don't know what it is. There's just something in my gut that tells me we're going to go out there and win this game, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to come down. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a high-scoring game. But I think Carr ends up marching the field and pulling this one out for us, and I really think Carlson ends up kicking a long field goal to win us this thing. We got a blitz. Ravens blitzed the most last year, and they were savages. Arnett and Mullins are, dude, I'm telling you, dude, if we don't blitz, we're going to be screwed out there. Corner needs to step up against Breeze. Man, I'm telling you, dude, the Breeze and these quarterbacks is going to be something that you're going to have to keep a seriously close eye on. Breeze is planning on going out there and feasting on this secondary. I'm telling you right now, that is going to be their game plan. Get the mismatch and light up our secondary. Exploit our net. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be shooting after our net this entire game. They're either going to be they'll even put Alvin Kamara on the outside wide receiver spot. And if you put him matched up against our net, dude, I'd be curious to see how that played out. I think it's going to be a neck and neck game. If we win, great. Even if we do, dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. Even if we lose and it's a close game and we don't get blown out and we come out of this game looking respectable, dude, I'll take it. Raiders win by a touchdown. King, I'm right there with you, dude. Carr beat them in New Orleans 4 years ago. Our receivers will need to step up. Carr has the ability to win with this team. Just need to do their jobs. Defense has to keep it close. Sean, what's going on, dude? That is it. And they have the same defense coordinator that Carr beat 4 years ago, still riding on this team out there. But that game did, dude. It came down to, we all saw that, last second, Blackjack Del Rio making the call to get us that win. The receivers are fine. It's the play calling. Oh, God, dude. I'm telling you right now. If Gruden goes out there and tries to play a super conservative game against the Saints and we end up getting spanked, it's going to be all I talk about Tuesday. Like, all I talk about for the entire damn night is how I'm done with Gruden. I'll be more done with Gruden than Trent Brown if he doesn't start to open this damn thing up out there. Drew Brees is old as hell, and we got to get pressure. That's a straight fact. No targets to Edwards or Ruggs in the second half. That's the kind of stuff that kills us, dude. And that goes back to Gruden's play calling out there. I don't think that has anything to do with Carr. I talked about the Ruggs injury, but Edwards still should have been a major part of this as soon as Ruggs ended up getting a little bit beat up. Brees does not have the arm strength he used to. He doesn't. That's why all these routes that you're seeing now are these little timing routes, and he does have the arm for it. He has it planned out perfectly. I want Isaiah Johnson to play against the Saints. I do too. I really do. Bro, we got to get Renfro. Oh, dude. Fidel, what's happening, dude? That's one of the things that the Bucs were able to do. They exploited the Saints with their... man, I forgot that little dude's name. I wanted to pick him up in fantasy. I think his last name's Miller out there. But he's their fast little slot guy, and he was able to take advantage of that defense a good bit. So I'm hoping Renfro could do the same. Foster Moreau is so underrated. Foster Moreau is another person that's going to need to step up this game, like in a drastic way. So Carolina adjusted and stacked the box on the first and second downs in the second half, so no passing. And now how much room to run? That's what I'm saying, dude. As soon as they realized that Ruggs was hurt and we weren't going to pass to Edwards, great, let's stack the box against Jacobs. And granted, Josh Jacobs is a freaking beast, so it doesn't matter if you stack the box against them. But it's just the fact that they were able to stack the box when we have so many weapons on this team just shows you how screwed up that whole situation was out there, man. I think Waller actually had a pretty good game. Nobody talking about. Waller did have a pretty damn good game. I don't have their stats from the other day. I had it all wrote down a second ago. Waller played a damn good game, and he came through, and he had that one catch where he went up, high-pointed it, immediately got smacked and held onto that ball. Get him more involved, Carter. Get everybody more involved in this thing, dude. Isaiah Johnson got burned on that 2-point. Any chance we see a Meek? I still think you'll see Isaiah Johnson before a Meek. He did get burned on that 2-point conversion. It is what it is out there, but I think he's the kind of guy that needs to get into a rhythm, start getting a little bit more play time out there. I'm curious to see what they're doing during practice out there. A Meek would need to be activated. Yes, that is true. I don't think he was active for last game. Have I been posting in comments instead of... Oh. Have I been posting in comments instead of the live? No, dude, you're going right now. You're in the live chat right now. I hit you, or I know you hit me up in the comments a good bit. Even if you put a comment out there when I'm going live, it should pop up in here. Not an issue this year. Depends on if he's right. That's it, dude. Where am I at? All right, guys, I'm going to have to go and wrap this thing up. ZZ, what's going on? Jeff, what's happening, dude? Rob, what's going on, man? Oh, J-Dog, dude, I'm glad you could make it out. Larry, what's happening, man? Yeah. Oh, Alex, man, what's going on? Dude, I wish I could keep this thing going, but I'm coming up on that hour mark, and I got to get up super early tomorrow. I'll definitely be back in the next day or two, and like I said, on Friday or Saturday, my brother, who's a diehard Saints fan and loves the Saints just as much as I love the Raiders, is going to come out here, and just so we can go back and forth and really try to break this thing down for you guys. But we're going to keep hitting on it. I'm going to keep coming back with the news. So until next time, guys, I'm Son Joku. Thank you all so much. If you could please click that like button on your way out, it seriously does help me out. But I'm telling you, man, we got a shot at beating these guys. We'll see you guys next time.